Hello everybody. Hope your day is doing all right. Just doing another live stream because I got the time to. Stutopian Studios. Yes, I did finish Mirage. And here he is if you'd like to see him. Darkest Nugget, welcome. Well, that's how he looks. His head still can't turn, but you know, there are downsides. Anyways, this right here is what I will be trying to finish, at least in the prototype stage. Commander, welcome. So, right now, I have the legs, Scrapper and Mixmaster in the leg section. And then I have the upper body, which is a little heavy. So I got Bone Crusher finished the other day, and I got his other arm, and then Long Haul and Hook are in here, and I got another forearm. So today I'm gonna try and make Scavenger, and I already started that little chunk right there, but that's what I'm gonna try and make today. Splitson Studios, welcome. How is everyone doing today? Good to hear, Stutopian. Also, you've been doing pretty good on those streams. I'm glad you found that out, or found out how to do it. Also, if any of you guys haven't seen the latest video of this guy, go check it out. So, also in that video, I never showed what the Megatron arm looked like. So, here it is. It's just the same exact arm as Optimus, but instead of having the light on the back, it has the bracket so the cannon can attach. Leiska, welcome. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. What did you think about my suggestion that I commented on one of your posts? I mean, the Seekers are the perfect mold for that. Good suggestion anyways. I mean, make a good army builder. Because right now, I have Thundercracker. He's the one I have in robot mode right now. But, just get the right colors and make as many of these as you want. I'll probably make or at least on our new series, I'll try and cover the new legs. Anbu, welcome. Please make a new G1 Bumblebee. The old one is kind of weird. Agreed. I gotta make a new one. I mean, honestly, like, he's tiny, right? Bumblebee in the show is up to the knee of Optimus. So, I'm not sure. means lazy, frantic in Finnish. Cool. I didn't know that. But yeah, if you have, Onbu, if you have any suggestions on how to make this better, I'd be open. Logan Muncie, welcome. That scale looks so weird. Do you also plan on doing a cliff version? Yes, I have a cliff jumper right now. I didn't make a video on him because he's the exact same mold. And I'm gonna do him with a bunch of other mini bots that I have. Not quite built yet, but you know, also a little odd looking, right? Could use some work. I mean, the colors are all there, right? The colors on these guys look fine. And in the front, it looks fine. But when you go to the side, it quite frankly looks hilarious. So, I would like to work on those, you know. Find a better solution. How do you come up with the transformations? I mean, honestly, I just look at the most compact or highly praised toys, and then I just see, you know, what systems I can work in with Lego, and then I try and mix that up. But I don't know. A lot of my transformations like don't look anything like any of the toys. And well, at least some of them, because they're very simplistic. But there's a lot of inspiration coming from other toys. So here's the Megatron arm. I don't know. Do you plan on doing a V2 Megatron? I would like to, because, you know, I think if Optimus gets one, I think Megatron deserves it, right? But I don't have any new Megatron right now. I am making I do have a head. It is not G1 head, but I would like to keep the original Megatron head because I like that one. This one's based off of another Megatron, but in any case, this is the old Megatron, you know. I don't love it, right? I mean, the handle is really chunky, the hands are sticking up, the symmetry between the front side and the back side are not even close. So I think I could definitely do better, but I'm gonna have to come up with a completely different design. By the way, I've built your Megatron and Soundwave the cassettes with the right colors. Cool, dude. I hope you like messing around with them. Show new Bumblebee alt mode. His old version was with very big wheels was terrible. Okay. I mean, it's the same transformation. Oops. I did get a new yellow bracket just for this guy though. So I mean, still not awesome, right? But I got the smaller wheels on the front. I would like to keep that for my next version, but I still want them to be simple without being, you know, overly fiddly. And I would still like him to be relatively, or actually not just relatively, but as accurate to the toon aesthetic as I can get. So, I mean, honestly, I think the the older version with the plates on the front look better as a hood, but I do agree that I think I should have kept the smaller wheels. Do you plan on making the bee a little larger? I mean, I can potentially go a little taller, like slightly above the knee, but I would like to keep it somewhat similar um to the scale. I mean, when you fill up a shelf, you want everyone to be visible, right? And if everyone's the same height, then that's not ideal, in my opinion at least. So, but I did get a bunch of these new pieces. This rounded brick with a stud. It's a lifesaver. Right now I'm just going off of Bone Crusher. I'm gonna take them off because it's a little difficult on him. I'm currently making a G1 Devastator out of pipe cleaners. I have made countless other characters as well. That's awesome. I would never think to make something out of pipe cleaners. That's pretty cool. Also, especially because pipe cleaners are so cheap. Do you have any tips on making a combiner stable? I'm doing my own Devastator soon. I mean, like if you even compare, or even just taking a look at what I have so far. So I tried doing a waist swivel, right? And it's really loose because it's just one Technic pin, but he does have a waist swivel. In any case, I do have the ratchet hip joints and I have the ratchet knee joints. And they hold their position, but say if I put this guy on one leg, I put the arm on him. I don't have it on him right now because it's gonna fall. But I did put the arm on him and he could not support the weight. So with the other arm, I don't think this guy can stand on one leg, which I think is unfortunate, but with him being as large as he is, with the scale I'm working with, and with the pieces I'm limited to, like these ratchets, there are larger ratchets, but they won't fit in these, they won't fit on this guy. Much better, I like that. Do you plan on making a fully functional G1 Menasor? Let's see. Menasor is the one with the big motor master and all the little car guys. I'd be totally open to doing that. Menasor is very cool. I'm not super well versed with the character, but I do know he is quite popular, and I guess if I get around to it, I'll make him. I don't have a lot of those larger ratchets, but thanks for the tips. I'll keep it in mind. Yeah, and also, it does help if a combiner has ankle tilt. Oh, not the best example. It helps if he has ankle tilt. So this guy and this guy both have slight ankle tilt, but not too much, but enough that he can keep his feet stable and flat in most situations. So keep that in mind too. Let's see. I'm just going off of what Bone Crusher has right now, but I need to... This Bone Crusher is very rough, you know. You can't tell that this is supposed to be a cab, and it's very difficult to tell that this is the blade of the bulldozer. But who knows? In correct colors, I don't know, it might look better. Hopefully, but that's what he looks like. I'm gonna try and make Scavenger, who has he's the excavator, but it's like the upper body is completely different, so I guess I'll build that too. My scale will not work with ankle tilt. My builds are already unstable. This is, well, I mean, if you have, let's say, even like a ball joint, or let's say this piece, right? You have a clip attached to it, and that's your foot. You can have the ankle tilt, right? Kind of like what's on here, and you can have the ankle tilt, and that helps a lot because, as you said, it keeps him stable. I also redid that on my Shockwave, but, or if you have the, let's see, even this piece, and then have this attached to a foot piece, you know, that gives you ankle tilt, something like that, you know. Just, it gives your characters a lot more stability, and it helps a lot for the posing. But can you make Trailbreaker or Hound as your next Autobot? Let's see. I have almost every Autobot built already, but I mean, if you want to see, I have Hound. Trailbreaker is one of the few that I don't have built, but yeah, I would like to work on him. He has a lot of visible studs, but overall, I think he looks good. Or not every Autobot, every Season 1 Autobot, sorry. Yeah, I'm going for Season 1 first, and then I would like to do, or I don't know, it could end up being Season 2 as well. But I like Dragstrip from the most from the entire Minnesota team. Yeah, he's the yellow F1 car with the 6 wheels. I always thought that was a cool car mode. I don't know the character that well, but I like your choice. Also, how tall do you think the Constructicons should be? Voyager, taller, deluxe, relative to other builds. Also, I'll keep that other tip in mind. Alright, I mean, in comparison to, say, Optimus and, say, Thundercracker, who's a very, like, it's a very widespread mold. On the scale chart that I'm following, every Constructicon is about the height of Thundercracker. So pretty much every Decepticon is the same height as the Seekers. So even, say Shockwave, right? Pretty much the same height as the Seeker. Or even Soundwave. I don't have them right now, but most of them have the same height, other than Megatron. And even Long Haul, he's the same height. Actually, it's Stunticons. I mean, same thing, right? Yeah, I would say my favorite combiner team would probably be the Constructicons, but I'm biased because they're the first ones. And they're lime green, which is one of my favorite Lego colors. Ironically, I don't have much of it though. Let me put Thundercracker back. And I was also reading some of the IDW comics. I'm not sure how many of you guys are fans of that, but if you know who that is, lime Lego is tough to find. I agree. I don't have much. I wish I had more. It's a cool color. Are you planning to ever do a Tarn? Great timing. Megatronus Tarn. Yeah, it's Tarn. My boy. Mando, welcome. Nice to see you made it. Can't be here for long because I have cross-country practice in 20 minutes. Alright. Well, hopefully you do well. Let's see. He reminded me of RAD 2015 Megatronus. I don't know who that is. I would assume the colors are the same. I mean, yeah. Are you ever gonna build the DJD members? I would hope to, you know. I have Tarn, so how hard is it gonna be to make? Well, it might. Don't answer that. It's probably gonna be pretty hard because the other guys are like massive, you know. Even compared to Tarn, they're huge, and Tarn is not tiny himself. So I'd love to see the whole DGD. I would too. That'd be awesome. You know, just have the whole lineup, all of them. I don't remember their names. I used to, like a couple weeks ago, then I forgot. But I know there's 5. There's one like that's this tall. There's one that's this tall. There's one that's this tall, and the other 2 are massive. Oh, also, Stutopian, going back to the ankle tilting. You can use these ball joints. Russian dubbing of the G1 show is terrible. Oh no. Pain. Let's see. I don't exactly know how to do the arm. Oops. I meant it as a joke. Oh. No fighting, guys. Oh, thanks, Mando. Here, you can get a better look. I'll put Optimus back here. But I did do Bone Crusher, and I have his arm. So that's how that's looking. And I did make a different hand design. So I know Student Scissors for his Predaking had just these regular pieces for his arm, or for his hand, sorry. But I wanted it to be a little more, I guess, it's just larger, right? Just larger hands to fit, because I thought the regular pieces were a little bit too small, but that's how the fingers look. I think they look pretty nice, but none of these pieces come in purple, which is frustrating because I wanted to make his hands, all purple, you know. Mine is very tiny hands. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to make large scale hands that aren't too large, because I know, I don't know. I know some hands that are just massive, but I really want to build like an army of Lego Decepticons, and I really like your designs. Right now I'm trying to build your Shockwave. Cool. Well, I hope you like the Shockwave too. And building an army would be awesome. To have like a giant, I don't know, clone-esque lineup. Fingers look a little skinny, but they look very grabby. Indeed. They look, I don't know, a little, I mean, yeah, I guess I could see where that's coming from, but I don't know. If you have a better suggestion for a better hand, I'd love to hear it. Urban, welcome. Crimson Toaster, welcome. Glad to see you guys made it. You should do some mini Transformers 1 stuff. I wasn't quite sure what you're talking about until the 1, and then I was like, go. Yeah, I mean, hopefully I can get all of the characters done in time. I have a Bumblebee and an Elite head. I do need more pink pieces. I have no pink pieces. Actually, I do have pink pieces, but not enough. And then I have a Bumblebee head, and that's all I have. So, yeah. Russian dubbing artist called Soundwave Dune, because they thought they heard Sandwave. Oh no, that's not good. TF reviewer, welcome. The moment Devastator realizes his forearms appear out of thin air. I know, right? The forearms have like, I don't know. I looked at, there was this one Devastator toy where the forearm came out of each shoulder, but it made the forearms super tiny, and it really decreased the quality of the shoulders, which I didn't really want to do. So right now, I currently have 4 pieces of parts forming. I have the head and the chest piece as one. I have each arm as one, or one arm, the other arm, and then I have the thigh waist section right there. So remove the pincer claws on the hands and just do the clip and the bar connector. Clip and the bar connector. Are you talking about like just this or just this? Because this offers a thicker finger, which I think looks, I mean, it obviously looks different, but this is the hand that Student Scissors used for his Predaking. And I thought the hand was too small. I wanted the hand to look bigger. See, like, as Devastator, it's alright, but it's a little small. You should build Lego Needle Nose. I don't know who that is, but I'd be open to it. I'm open to building any character, honestly. As long as, like, they're a cool character, they look awesome, and their story is cool, I'm awesome. I'm down. The second one, alright, yeah. I mean, sticker fingers are good, right? Are you planning to make animated series Autobots and Decepticons? I don't have any plans of doing something such as that yet, but it could very well be an option that I do. I'm not quite a fan of the animated designs. I think they are goofy. Personally, this is just my opinion. Okay, you don't have to agree with it. If you disagree, that's fine. I don't mind. But no, I don't have any plans. Needle Nose is my favorite transform ever. High praise. I'd love to look into him. You could use the hand that the official Optimus uses, or is that too big? I don't remember what that looks like, but sure. If it's nice enough, and it's, I don't know. I don't remember what it looks like, but. Do you remember when Mindbender made Transformers a long, long time ago? Yes. Well, technically I didn't have YouTube then, but I do remember watching some of his very old videos. And he had some pretty clean builds. I liked them a lot. I miss Mindbender. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone misses all the old YouTubers who used to make Transformers, because quite frankly, they made some pretty awesome stuff. It's just they got tired, you know. His mechs are awesome. I agree. I love a lot of his his color choice is absolutely wild. The G1 double target master who goes with Quake and Spinister. Spinister. I'm not sure. I don't know who that is. I'll have to look into it. I'll write him on a note. I'll look into him. Could you show us individual builds at some point on stream? Yeah, that'll most likely be where this goes, you know, not just building and talking, but probably, yeah. I'd be so scared if I was you, if I just dropped one of those Transformers and they shattered into a million pieces. I've done that before. It's a lot. It hurts. Just inside, it hurts a lot. And the pieces literally go everywhere, like under the bed, under the couch, under the chair, under your bag, under your desk, everywhere. I also miss Ix, relax. I do too. He's I mean, he did make the crab with a gun, but I think that joke is dying, honestly. He's like a foot tall. Who'd you make who's a foot tall? That was massive. Is it okay if you change the light gray on Ratbat to black? Let's check it out. So, light gray. These clip pieces. Let's see. What do I have? I mean, I could change them to dark bluish gray because I have that too. But yeah, I don't see how that could be a problem. Yeah, just replace that. In fact, I'll do it right now. Which Constructicons have you made already? I've made 5 of them. I've made Scrapper, Mixmaster, Long Haul, Hook, and Bone Crusher. There's Scavenger to go, but I probably will refine them a little bit more. Will you make Unicron trilogy characters? I don't see why not. I never watched the show, but excuse me. And I do think some of the colors are a little bit off, but I could totally do that. The plot and presentation of the characters, their stories, and how the creators came out of the usual cliched images of Autobots has animated a legendary season in the Transformers universe. Fair enough. I mean, that's your reasoning. I won't argue. I think it would be a good idea to start with Optimus Prime when you start doing other universes. Yeah, I mean, Optimus Prime is obviously the most well-known character. I mean, it might be a tie between him and Bumblebee, but I think Optimus is definitely quite iconic. Alright, see you, Mando. Have a good cross-country meet or race. Good luck. I followed IX's crab with a gun, and with that knowledge, I made a crab with a semi-automatic. That's wonderful. I would challenge you to make a crab with a massive mech. Just like a mech surrounding it. And then post it on YouTube and tag him. I don't know if he's still alive. I mean, I know he's still alive, but I don't know how active he is. Oh yeah. Here's Rat Pat with that. Thoughts? Thanks, that looks so much better. Alright. Yeah, no problem. I do agree. I think the light gray was not necessary. Oh, he tipped over. Oh well. You can make Nemesis Prime to go alongside Optimus. Yeah, I could. I mean, I have all the colors, like all the black parts, and I have the red 1x2 bricks. You know, I'd use these ones. I could totally be super easy. By the way, did your Prime just rip Megatron's arm off? According to the Skybound, I believe, comic series, this is what happens. I have not read that series yet, but I do know that this happens, and I think it looks pretty awesome. I probably won't display him like that, but it's an accessory I have. I watched you a lot 2 years ago. I forgot about you until your Lego G1 Optimus Prime. Well, I guess we've been reunited. Can you imagine Optimus Prime not leader of the Autobots, just the leader of Space Bridge repairing team? Isn't that what happens in animated? Where he's not the leader of the Autobots? Or is it just Magnus is the leader of Cybertron? I don't remember. Or I don't even know either. I didn't watch it. But, and anyways. What do you think about Shootin' Scissors' newest Shockwave? I feel like he's getting a little too abstract with newer builds. So I was actually talking to him about this. I was asking him, I was like, hey, why are these builds so off? And a bunch of other people were asking him that too. And then he's just saying that that's his series of his Student Scissors verse of characters. So he has his, he's obviously a very creative builder, and what he's doing is different, and those are just his own takes on the other characters. I do believe he would like to end up getting to a lot of other, actual accurate characters, but it's just something he's having fun with. And, you know, I think it's cool. Let's see. I also hate G1 Gun Megatron because of the alt mode. Cool robot mode, though. I mean, Megatron, I think, will never be a gun ever again. You know, because it's not cool for kids to run around the street holding like a Megatron gun. That would not be good. Especially because the actual G1 toy had like, it didn't have an orange tip. So you couldn't tell if it was real or not. Which I think could have really, I don't know if it did at one point or not, but that could really hurt some families, you know, which we don't want that. The shockwave took me a little off guard though. Yeah, he showed it to me. I told him I thought it looked like a rice farmer from Star Trek that turned into the USS Enterprise. And turns out he did model it after that, which I did not know previously. And also, yeah, my brown pieces have been breaking. So this one snapped. I have a bunch of others that broke and I threw it away. I haven't thrown this one away yet because I wanted to show you guys, but a lot of my brown pieces are failing and it's really annoying. Would be cool if he was a tank. I mean, that's the closest representation we can get to him. I hope that's what they do with the SS86 version, which they did announce, I believe. But I hope they make him into a tank and just make his robot mode super accurate, you know. Spaceship from Star Trek, yep, totally. He's having fun torturing G1 fans. I mean, fair enough, I guess. I still like G1 though, so. I think it's a quality issue with brown. Same thing happened to me. Yeah, I mean, I do know it was like a massive batch of just brown pieces. And everyone has this issue. There's just stupid brown pieces that do not hold up at all. Like I pried this piece off and then I noticed this. I was like, that's not a Lego piece. So I looked back in my bin and I was like, hey, that's broken. I was like, oh, that's stupid. By the way, all your creations have a special style, your own handwriting, so to speak. Therefore, it will be impossible to steal your builds. It's very cool. Thank you, man. I mean, that's the goal, right? Just create a distinct style that no one else has. And I think that's what's awesome about building stuff. I mean, you make it your own way, and it's yours to show off to other people. So in 86, make a secret gun mode. When they reveal it, hide it in the background, but have it be a real mode. Just don't put it on the box or instructions. I don't know. Hasbro might get sued for that, but that would be cool. I don't know if I would buy it though. I don't have enough money. That's why all my Bricklink orders are birthday stuff, you know. I'd say that's a good looking fist. I never had a brown piece break, but I've had other colors. Am I cursed? I've never had any other color break except brown. So, I don't know. I hope you're not like chewing your Lego. But You might be cursed, honestly. My brother got me a Bumblebee movie Megatron on Mother's Day. I mean, is it? It's an odd day to receive a gift, but is it a good toy? I hear it's very awesome. I do know people hate the vehicle mode though, or the alt mode, the triple changeable mode. I would never chew my leg. Yes, it is awesome to hear. I mean, I think we were definitely robbed of that design. I wish we did see it in the Bumblebee movie. And I do wish Bumblebee was set all on Cybertron, but at least we're getting something like that this year. I would never chew Lego, but thanks for letting me know that I'm cursed. No problem. That's what I'm here for. 99% of my clips and ball joints have broken. That's unfortunate. Actually, I have had other pieces other than brown break. They're like these thicker clip pieces, and these ones are just terrible. They snap all the time. I have very few left, but because I did order a large batch of these pieces, and the seller gave me all 3 types of the clip, which I wish they didn't, but you know, mistakes happen. He came back from Melbourne for Mother's Day and brought me that along with Rise of the Beast B. That's awesome. You're pretty lucky. Also, are the prices of Transformers better in Australia? I'd like to know. I've never been to Australia, but not saying that I will go and just buy a bunch of Transformers, because I can't, but I'm just wondering. Clips and ball joints are the most prone to breaking because of how the pieces have to connect. Yeah, I mean, all of my clips and bar pieces and ball joint pieces are relatively new, so I hope they don't break, but I could see how over time they just deteriorate in quality, you know. I'd love to build that small sea bunny, but my brain just will not let me make something that will break at the slightest touch. I just can't get myself to do it. Build a small sea bunny. Small sea bunny. Sorry, I don't quite know what you're talking about. But day 999 of struggling to build 2007 Optimus Prime. Yeah, I'm not brave enough. That thing's a beast to your mind and all, you know. Far worse prices. 170 for Commander class. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. Could you try to make G2 Onslaught? I think it would be cool to compare to the actual thing. G2 Onslaught. Is that just Onslaught with different colors? Because if it's just Onslaught with different colors, I'll build that. Definitely. Not an issue. $33 for a deluxe, $56 for a Voyager, and $94 for a leader. Wow. That's wild. $25 for a core class. Never mind. I'm not. Those prices are wild. I'm not going to Australia for Transformers. Yeah, just G2 Onslaught with different colors. Okay, I'd be open. Props to your brother. For real. Oh, build at that scale with the accuracy. I mean, you have to sacrifice stability. That's what I was getting at. Yeah. I mean, I guess they're not like too not stable. I mean, they stand on their own. A lot of them have ankle tilt. This guy doesn't, but this guy has ankle tilt. Shockwave has ankle tilt. Tarn has ankle tilt. I mean, in terms of stability and filling up a shelf and being able to build so many without needing thousands of pieces, I think building at a smaller scale is, I mean, that's what I chose to do because of those reasons specifically. But, you know. Which G1 character do you really hate for its disgusting design and would never make it? That's a tough question. Let's see. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, there are a fair share amount of ugly Transformers, but it doesn't make me dislike them. That's at the best store, JB Hi-Fi. It gets new stuff in other than their good prices at Big W and Kmart at Target. $5 for a deluxe. $5 for a deluxe. 50. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, see you ready, planes. Hope you have a good rest of the day. All the G1 designs are pretty solid. Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of them are absolutely hideous. I'd be open to making the majority of them, but I hate Frankenbot. I'm not exactly sure who that is, but fair enough. That was the episode, though I don't think you can hate on him for looking ugly when that was the point. I don't remember that. I mean, oh, you're talking about Autobot X with Spike, right? Is that what you're referring to? Because in that case, I could understand, but I don't think I thought it was a pretty good episode. Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it fits in the context of the story, and I think in that way it works. I got SSTFO. Are you talking about TFA, like TF Animated? I would assume so. Optimus Prime. No, that was Legacy. My bad. TFO. TFO. I don't know. For $29. Oh, TF1. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ouch. That was my ring light. TF1. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, $29. I thought it was a deluxe though, so I would figure you'd pay like $25 for it, but in any case, that's nice. And SS86B for $32. That's the wild thing. Like, a character as widespread as Bumblebee is now becoming a figure that's difficult to get, which I think is not fun, you know. I don't agree with that. They are solid until you realize that will change when you try to make some of the designs work in Lego. Agreed. A lot of the, I mean, I guess if you just go for stability, then you can probably get the majority of designs and still get the aesthetic of what it's supposed to look like, but I don't think it's always necessary to get 100% accuracy, as long as you have, you know, the aspects that make that character recognizable. At Kmart for Prime and B at Big W. I wouldn't know any of those stores, but sounds fun. Personally, I really dislike Goldbug because of its design. Its Bumblebee receives the leadership matrix. His alt mode is disgusting. Fair enough. I never watched Transformers, any of the episodes, even re-uploaded onto YouTube, past season 3, so I'm not a big fan of those, but I'd be open to watching them just because they're there, you know. I hate legs for Carbots because my Lego Transformers are at deluxe class. I mean, I guess that depends on what kind of kibble you have on the legs, right? If you're able to reduce a lot, then I would disagree. But if you have like so much kibble that they're not usable, then I would agree with you. Oh, Logan, what's your favorite movie? I mean, in terms of just my favorite, because it's my favorite, Pacific Rim. I mean, I'm that kind of movie watcher, personally. The creators tried to make something futuristic and completely messed up. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like their attempt at Goldbug was it was an attempt, you know. I don't think it was great. I think I prefer the regular Bumblebee design to the Goldbug design, but I don't mind. I think everything in the Transformers franchise, like every aspect, could have been done better, but it wasn't. And you can't change anything about it, so I don't know. Also, if you could, please no cussing. We don't want that. What is the best Transformer in your guys' opinions? I mean, best Transformer, objectively, I do not know the answer to that question. In terms of, I think that's a massive question. I would narrow it down, maybe like faction, or I guess what they turn into. I don't know. That's a massive that's a massive question. You never watched any Transformers show. Oh, okay. Insert Pacific Rim theme song. Yep. Best, not sure. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a massive question. I would narrow it down, but my favorite is Tarn. Fair enough. I mean, Tarn's an awesome Decepticon. In terms of a Decepticon, he looks awesome, and his character design is wonderful. I mean, he's a menacing character with, like, literally Megatron doesn't like him. So, I think as a Decepticon, he succeeded. There's a massive hole in my wheeljack where the thighs are. That's not good. I could help you with that. But I don't like SS-86 Optimus Prime. There's a hot take if I ever heard one. Let's hear your reasoning, TF reviewer. Autobots turning into harmless vehicles, and then Warpath over here with a dang tank. I guess it's Warpath's choice, and I don't know. I think he's a wholesome enough, trustworthy enough Autobot that, you know, you wouldn't have to worry about him hurting a bunch of people. But I don't know. Harmless vehicles kind of get thrown out the window after season 1. Because of the way he transforms. I mean, I can definitely appreciate the fact that the designers made an Optimus Prime that transformed a lot more simply compared to, say, any other Optimus Prime. Maybe than the G1 version, but just as a toy, I think I don't think it's bad per se, but, you know, I think it's simple, and it pulls it off. It pulls it off all right, in my opinion. But, I mean, I do dislike the backpack. I think it's as chunky as MP44. Not as bad as MP44, because MP44 is like $600. And on aftermarket, it's even worse, because all the accessories. But I was the only one wondering how the sound wave from a huge robot is compressed into a small MP3 player. They never explained that, and I think they should have. But, I mean, let's see, what is his name? Rodimus Primal. He has a good video on mass shifting, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, it's practically for the toy ad, right? It's not any reason because the cartoon was supposed to look like that. It was because of the toy. Warpath in the video games, though, I think is the coolest. Fair enough. I don't play any. Actually, I did play one Transformers. No, I played 2 Transformers video games. I played Forced to Fight and whenever the Earth something is like a base building one. I don't know. I got tired of the game, so I stopped playing. But backpack, arms, legs, commander, price, height. Yeah, I guess those are all downsides. I mean, fair enough. I like Legacy Armada Prime though. I was thinking about how my wheeljack has holes. Yeah, I mean, I haven't built a wheeljack either, and I don't have a design for them yet, or any idea of how I'm going to do them. Because, quite frankly, I think the design is quite confusing. But Are we going to get an Omega Supreme in the same scale as Devastator from I mean, probably. If I'm going to season 2, I gotta make someone as big as him on Autobots. Although I do want to make the Dinobots, and right now they're the season 1 combatants of the Constructicons. And there's Swoop right now. I did finish the prototype, so that's what he looks like. TF reviewer, goodbye. Hope you have a good rest of the day. Good talk. Had some hot takes. Had some fun. Hope to see you again. Low battery. I have to say goodbye. Alright. See ya, Anbu. Yeah, I mean, hopefully I'll make some videos on those guys. Can you transform the individual Constructicons? Yes, I can, but alright, let's just, so I'll start off by just taking them out of here. I don't know if I'll get to all of them. Oops, that's not supposed to come off. But I might be able to transform 1 or 2. I don't know about all of them. Also, I did make these joints attached to the Constructicons super strong, so they're a bit annoying to remove. Yeah, I mean, oh well. Okay, I give up. This guy's annoying. But it is strong. This connection is extremely strong. And maybe a little too strong. That's unfortunate. Yeah, here's the leg section. And they do connect to that waist section, but I didn't want to take it off, so I separated it at the waist. Now, put them back together, if I can. Let's see. Got Mixmaster. I think I put the arm on the wrong side. Oh well, same difference. So, there's a Mixmaster. Oh, wait, never mind. There's a Mixmaster. And Scrapper. And then, oops, just to separate this one. Actually, let's separate Hook first. Is that section, and then Long Haul. Long Haul is probably the hardest because he just shatters. Anyways. Yeah, this is probably my least favorite Constructicon that I have built because he's just not sturdy at all. Yeah. Here's Long Haul. I also don't have the wheels attached on him. I should do that. And then this is the waist section, if any of you were wondering. This is what that looks like. So it has, you know, knees, full leg articulation, right? And then waist swivel. That's what I say, yeah. Well, hey. Things happen. And then also, one thing I need to figure out is this thing's really floppy. his hook. And this section is on one hinge, and it's really annoying. So, yeah. And then here's the next section. Albeit, I understand this section is quite chunky, right? And it fills out a lot of what hook is supposed to be, but I want Devastator to be solid, and this is what needs to be done. So those are those two pieces, and then, you know, bulldozer. I need to figure out how to make that so it doesn't stick out below, but these are the other two parts forming pieces. So, parts forming pieces, as far as a Devastator, this is not the worst. It could be New Age, okay? Just, if any of you are frustrated about that, it could be New Age. I'm back. Hello, Darkest Nugget. And BFCICE Studios, welcome. Sorry about that. I'm planning to make my Devastator do as little parts forming as possible, but with Devastator, it's impossible. 100%. I mean, that was originally my goal for Devastator, because I mean, obviously you don't want parts forming, because especially for, I mean, you would like to grow out of parts forming, you know. I think it's fine if you start with it, you know. I don't mind. Parts forming's fine. It's Lego, right? But for a combiner like Devastator, I don't think it's possible while still getting every bot accurate. And that was my goal, to get every bot accurate. And, excuse me, make all of them recognizable with, you know, with the best posability, with the best everything in mind. But I think as far as combiners, I'd say, I mean, if you don't want parts forming, go for like Menasor or something, you know, just have the trailer turn into Menasor and have Motormaster, and then have all the cars attached. Which I guess could be considered parts forming, but it's less than, say, how many pieces are here. But it is less of an eyesore as, say, the New Age Devastator, like the Hephaestus that they did, where it's just the giant shell, and you don't need hook or long haul, like, at all. So, have you heard about the YouTuber Ratbat107? He made some pretty nice looking triple changers. Yes, I am still subscribed to him, and I wish he would come back, because I really like a lot of his builds. But, I mean, I would assume he got tired as well, and I don't know. I think it's unfortunate, but I do really like his Blitzwing. I like that one. Not so much his Astro Train, but I do like his Bruticus and his Blitzwing. I feel like everyone wants to make their Devastator have no parts forming, and then in the end they just realize, and this is why every Devastator has parts forming. I guess it's just a thought process that fails for everyone. Did you pick up the new Bumblebee set? No, I did not. And I don't plan to either. I don't have the Optimus set either, because they're both deathly expensive, and in any case, I think this guy's better. No offense, but I think he's better. So, Menasor equals Combiner versus Menasor equals Car Samurai. Yeah, buddy. So, to answer your question, Logan Muncie, I will try. I forget how to transform some of these guys. I made Scrapper so long ago. I think something like this. And I'm getting impatient, so I just detach parts. Let's see how to do. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll just detach them. It's easier this way. Your builds are better. Thanks, dude. Also, if any of you guys saw, we hit 1,500 subscribers, which is awesome. Let's see, I did this one. It is, don't worry, your designs are probably one of the best, on par with Student Scissors, I say. Thank you, dude. I mean, eventually, I would say the goal is to compete with Student Scissors. That would be that's what I want, you know. How did you even get in contact with Student in the first place? I friended him on Discord, so. And also he reached out to me on on the first Optimus video we did. Not first, but number 2 of our numbered videos. He commented on that video, and I pinned his comment, so. And then he contacted me through Discord on that. If I can't figure out anything else, how would you react if I completely stole your Scrapper knee design? I mean, you can steal it as long as you don't credit it for yourself. I don't mind. I mean, let's say even this arm design. Student Scissors helped me with this. Even this torso design. Student Scissors helped me with that. Right? So, I guess I'm not competing with them yet, but I don't know what I did with Scrapper. Something went wrong, and I apologize. But this is not right. For my Devastator, I only have 2 pieces, and one doesn't really count. One is only there for color, and the second other one is just the head and chest attachment. I mean, you gotta start somewhere, man. And if you're starting somewhere at least, then you're better off than saying, oh, I'm gonna build a Devastator one day. But that's a step 2, you know. I think if you build a Devastator, I feel like it's personally, I think it's a rite of passage, but I don't know what it gives you or what skills you get because of it. So, yeah. So cool. Also, shout out, please. Well, Benji boy, hello. Let's check out your channel. You got 8 subscribers. You're doing good. Go subscribe to Benji boy. He needs subscribers. Yeah, I do also like I do like all your designs, and with STSC, some of his designs aren't entirely accurate or have too much kibble and open parts, but I haven't noticed any of those issues on your designs. I mean, that's something that I'm actively working on, so thank you very much. But I don't know, kibble is such an easy thing to not think about. So I think with that in mind, I don't know. But I do think Student Scissors has some really awesome stuff. Like his movie designs, top notch. They're awesome. Also, I got these new wheel pieces, and they're massive. And I don't remember who actually, I got him for long haul, because he's a big dump truck. Long haul. No, that's bunkers. Long haul, right over there. That's long haul. I got him for long haul, but I think they're a little too big. So, I'm just testing, you know. Wow, that is much too large for what is necessary. That's funny looking. It's very chibi. Love both of his Optimus Primes, TF2 and G1 Optimus. Are probably the best. I agree. I would say not to like discount his Optimus. I think I prefer Click Bricks Optimus to Student Scissors, but that's just personal preference. I think it's still awesome that he did make one, you know. Not everyone does. Like me. I don't want to ever get to do that thing. Cuz it's quite frankly not the easiest design to do. But I do like his G1 Optimus. It has his very lengthy style. And, you know, you just notice, like, all of his G1 Transformers, they have a very unique style. And I think that's cool, you know. I don't think they're 100% accurate, which I would want them to be personally, but it's his builds, and I think they look awesome. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out whether or not I should do this. So this is Scrapper, and I realized I changed the waist section to move up forward to make the foot mode for Devastator better. But in doing that, the legs in vehicle mode get rid of the ability to have the wheels like down here. I'm pretty sure they're right here, because this was like a whole 2 studs below. But then I shifted it up for Devastator. And now I need to change this. So yeah, that's Scrapper. Sorry for all the yapping, but I plan on fixing some parts on other things and Bumblebee, like his arms, legs, and other things. Cool. Also, yap all you want. I don't mind. I'll hopefully end up reading all of it, but sometimes I don't. Sorry if I don't. But yeah. Yeah. If any of you guys know how to get this lower, I guess. I don't know. I mean, robot mode, Scrapper looks good. I would show you that if I wasn't puzzled with this at the moment. But, yeah. And then Hook, over here. Guess I'll transform into vehicle mode. I like the Constructicons in vehicle mode probably the best, because they're called Constructicons, and that's what they do, because they construct things like their name suggests. Also loved your new Ratchet and Ironhide, by the way. I already commented that, but let's say once more. Thanks. The support is much appreciated. Alright. There's Hook. is floppy vehicle mode. Look, that's I don't know how to make these stiffer. Maybe like glue or super glue or something. I know I have a couple of these hinges. Maybe I'll just do that. I have a couple of these hinges. I have a few hinges. But I know I have some that are stiffer than that. Let's just put these out this way. All of these are fairly not stiff. But I know there are a couple that are really difficult to open. I'm gonna get to all of them, aren't I? I also don't remember what color this one was in, so... Oh, is this one. This one's very difficult. Let's not move it too much, we need it. I'm gonna look for a couple others, just in case. I should move them out of here. And I do have these pieces from my dead Cheetor. He's gone. But I still have the video, so... I'll just use this other piece. However I did this one. There we are. Yeah, that is extremely loose. Even compared to some of these, that's extremely loose. This piece goes right here. And also, this piece is not needed. I did want a locking mechanism, which I think is still a good idea for a locking mechanism, but I'm not sure how to do it with how little room I have. Just goes right here. And right there. Alright, that's way better. Check that out. Even that's not easy. It's not floppy at all. The rest of them's gonna fall apart before that moves. Alright. Welcome back again, Darkest Nugget. So yeah, that's Hook in vehicle mode. And I suppose he looks like a hook. I would like the, what do you call, the other little crane cab right here, but this is where Bone Crusher attaches. Like, this clip right here goes right there, and then snaps in right there. So, I'm not sure. So, we have this guy, and then this guy's probably my favorite, that I've built so far. So you flip these back in, so that the ankle tilt of Devastator stops. And then probably my favorite part, and also the simplest part. Each of these flip around to create the cab. And then this just floats down like that. Like that. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Yeah. This is the simplest Constructicon I have. And he's probably the most solid too. But I would have preferred if these wheels weren't inset, but they have to be as they spin around and plug in on the other side. But I think I would have wanted the foot to, you know, have the, oops, I'll put that away, have the original cab, you know, with the windshield on top, and then the wheels at the bottom. But I couldn't figure out a good strong method to that, so I ended up doing that instead, which I think looks fine. I would have preferred the other way, but oh well. Anybody there? Yeah, I know, chat's super quiet. Nope. So yeah, we have a bulldozer that's a little impaired. Actually, I can fold these down and make that a little better. Whoops. Oh wow, everyone's here. Working on Bumblebee, fair enough. It's a good time when everyone's quiet. Alright, there's Bone Crusher. And he's the tiniest, which is not accurate to a bulldozer, but oh well. I'm building mini Lego Viacons. That sounds fun. How many are you making? Hundreds? I'd love to see just a, you know, like, people make those, they have like those giant base plates, just clone minifigures or Stormtrooper minifigures everywhere. And they have like thousands. I'd love to see that with Viacons. Or like maybe a bunch of mini Viacons on the top of the Nemesis. Like from Prime. Just Sky and Grand versions of each. One of each. Nice. I must go. Splitzen, thanks for hanging out. I'll see ya next time. Hey, yeah, I've been here for most of the live stream. I just haven't talked. Alright, well, fair enough. Welcome, Shard, by the way. I wasn't aware you were there until just now. What's your favorite Transformer? Skyfire. Just as a personal favorite, but I guess Autobot, Skyfire, Decepticon, Shockwave. Yeah, that's it. I gotta go. See y'all. Goodbye, Crimson Toaster. Hope you had a fun time. See ya in the next one. I would say also Optimus. I like him, but everyone likes him. Except for some people. But I like him. Optimus is cool. I forgot if I asked you this, Logan, but do you have a favorite Transformer? Just wondering. I'm trying to think of what Scavenger's chest looks like. I forgot. Which is unfortunate, but oh well. Also, for the front loader, what do you guys think? Does this look better, or does this look better? I'm not sure. I think the one where this pink piece is facing on the back side looks better, but I'm not sure. It has a giant gray section rounded at the top, in the middle, and lime on the side, with little red patches on the line for sky. I think the back looks better. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'll do that. Alright, so with what you're talking about, I'm thinking I don't have lime because I don't have very much of it, but just based on your description, I'm gonna go off of what I think I hear. Let's see. Do like one of these. And then I don't have one. Let's see. Oh, I have one right here. Let's just take his head off. Use that. Thinking off your description. Little red patches on the line. I don't know if I'll be able to. Oh. I do have one lime. I guess there's another lime right there too. But I'm thinking like this. More like two pizza pieces put next to each other. Same shape though. Two pizza pieces put next to each other. Oh gosh. Here's two pizza pieces. Like that. Just had a giant something. I don't know what that word is. For Bumblebee, I turned the arms upside down, and unfortunately, parts from the arms to go on the other side. No more shoulder pads and more accurate arms. Cool. I don't know what conniption means, though. Let's see. I don't know. I guess I'll use this as a placeholder, but I'll get rid of the mouth plate so Scoop can have his swoop, not scoop. Swoop can have a huge realization. Cool. Learned a new word today. Also, do you guys want to see Swoop's pterodactyl mode? Just wondering. Because he's here. I was gonna put him off to the side, but sure, okay. Oops. Swoop is massive. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Compared to Optimus, he's pretty big, you know. He's a tall boy, and he's a chunky boy, which goes to show how much bigger the other Dinobots are gonna be. They're gonna be at least a head taller, like all the other Dinobots. Swoop is tiny as a Dinobot, so I'm excited for how these guys turn out. I don't have any other Dinobot made yet, but I would like to make them so they display with Devastator, and that'd be awesome, I think. So, I guess I'll transform him. You can have the back wheels on Scrapper just be a 2x3 round tile, and then the front wheels just be a 2x2. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure because, oh, that's unfortunate. Because, like, that's a chibi look, you know. And as chibi looks go, I think it's pretty good. But I would like to have it be a little more realistic. I don't know. Also, I got a golden disc. I need another one, but I only got one. It's for Beast Wars. I'm just dropping everything. I think it's like this. These fall down. Also, Swoop has double hinged knees. It's the first of its kind. I'll fix them up later, but here we go. Swoop in his massive dino mode. Not quite as large as the leader class, I don't think, but I mean, as Dinobot goes, he's quite simple. So that's pretty much why I did him. And the wings can do the flappy thing, which is cool. So yeah. And then I have a shelf, and I have a display for all my Transformers, or at least my Lego Transformers, and I would like to have this guy flying. I want to display them all in Dino mode, preferably, because I have everything displayed in robot mode right now, and I want this guy to be flying, but I'm not sure how to do it, because I don't want to destroy my shelf, and I don't want to destroy Swoop. But I need to get the colors for this guy too. And preferably, I'd like to finish the other Dinobots. Or I guess even start the other Dinobots too, because I haven't done that either. But there's Swoop. And then, let's see. I guess I'll use this. I don't know. I want to make a Magnus. And these are the legs of a potential Magnus. And this is the mock-up for how tall he's gonna be. So, mind you, this is not how he's gonna look in the end. He's not gonna look this goofy with the cookie. And this is just for scale. I wanted him to be a nice size, and I don't think the trailer will be as large as the Optimus trailer, which is unfortunate. I would like that preferably, but I want him to scale with Optimus, and I think this looks alright. You're gonna ignore the white Optimus, right? Yes, I will. I do not like the white Optimus. It's not my thing, and I want to make him an actual Magnus, like I've been basing so far just the legs, because this is not anything of a transformation at all. Just the legs. I have this based off of, let's do this side, off of the MP version. And this would be that 2x2 with the 2 studs, and the wheels would rotate down. But yeah, I'm gonna try and ignore that, because I don't, in terms of accuracy, I want them to be the actual Magnus without a white Optimus. I mean, I do think it's funny that they have the white Optimus and that it's a mainstream thing now, even though in the majority of media, actually in almost all of media, white Optimus is not a thing. Except for the toys, which I think is funny. But yeah, those are the legs I have for him right now. And then, I guess, reflector. Look at him again. I showed him last time, but I got some of the colors. I do need some blue jump plates though. Oh, I'm dropping everything, but yeah, I need some of the colors. But so far, I'm excited for how he's turning out. And he's gonna fill out my Decepticons. So, because right now I have more Autobots than Decepticons, which I guess is accurate, but you know. To me, Decepticons were always the scarier ones, and I guess that's true because they're all bigger, but and there's a ton of Seekers. It's so weird to me that a white, almost holy Optimus just appears out of his body. I mean, I could make one if you wanted. I have all the parts. If you really wanted a white Optimus, I could do that, and I could very easily just make a trailer that, you know, attaches the shoulder pads, the chest piece, the arms, the legs, but, you know, I'm not a fan of it. I think if you were to display any Magnus, it's either in robot mode, where it's the full Magnus, or the vehicle mode. So, that's my personal opinion. He's already holy enough. Fair enough. Oh, long haul. Let's get to him. The last time I transformed this guy was a while ago. So, I used the bar pieces. These bar pieces for this, but I don't remember if it was the right one or not. It might not have been the right one. But in terms of the cab, this is what the or at least the front section. That's what this looks like right now. So yeah, looks pretty nice. But I do understand that long haul was a smaller dump truck. It was, I mean, to scale, it was 4 wide, right? To Mixmaster, he's as wide as Mixmaster, as wide as Hook, as wide as Bone Crusher, and as wide as Scavenger, and Scrapper. But I wanted to make a wider one because I think he needs to be a proper sized dump truck. And for the width of Devastator the waist needs to be wide. Let's see. Okay, I did this incorrect. I use these pieces because they're stronger. The clutch power on them are much stronger than my bar pieces, but I'm pretty sure this is what I did have. Oops. Let's reconstruct him. And there we go. So I think, let's see, no, this was like this. And then I'm just transforming them apart because it's easier. I think everyone's done that at least once. It's faster, it's more efficient. Oops. But I was planning to do the movie, the 86 movie Transformers, like after I finished season 1, just because I wanted to keep the continuity, but I think I'm just getting impatient, and I would like to build Magnus, because in terms of 86 designs, he's pretty awesome. Whoops. Alright, this is the guy I ordered these wheels for, but they're a little large. In terms of a dump truck, that looks massive. If you guys have ever seen the Belaz something, those trucks are massive. And this is what that reminds me of. So I don't know. I might have to go back to these smaller wheels. Yeah, I probably will. I think these ones are a little large. Let's see. I guess just add another one of these, because it's a little low right now. Why don't you design them in Brickling Studio? I would like that. That'd be really nice, but I don't have a laptop, like a Mac or Windows, because that's what you need to use it. Yeah, that's my reasoning. Otherwise, I totally would, and I'd probably have, what do you say, rebrickable, links and builds for all of them, for all of my builds, but unfortunately, the technology is lacking. If only there's a perfect in-between, I know, right? Because, also, I ordered like 50 of these and 20 of these, and the size difference is pretty notable, you know? So, oh well. Such as things go. Let me move Optimus. Also, for these little tiny ones, for the mini bots, I ordered like 100. Just cause. Let's see. Yeah. There's the dump truck. And admittedly, he's a bit hollow. So I was, for a moment, calling him Long Hollow. But, I don't know. It still looks like a dump truck. And he looks fine next to these guys, I think, in my opinion. And even, I think he'll look even better once I get all the colors right. Which I'm super excited for. I'm excited for that. But I do need to fix this guy. And I need to make Scavenger, which I have over the last 100, almost 17 minutes, 170 minutes, I made this guy off of this one. So I'm gonna throw this out. This is done. I'm gonna go throw it out. You're gonna add more detail, like grill to mix master. Yes, I just don't have. I mean, there's like those grill bricks, right? Let me see if I can find some. Yeah, like these. I don't know about this much, but definitely just, you know, add some texture. It's a little flat, and I will keep the purple windshield, but I think below, and also the lights. So maybe just the grill and then the light, a light brick or something. Not a light brick, but headlight brick. You know, the little headlight. But I was also debating whether or not to add the headlights, because when they're flipped over in foot mode, it's very odd looking. It ended. What ended? I hope the stream didn't end for you guys. It's still going. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's still going. You still live? Yes, I am still live. I'm thinking right now. Let's see. I don't know how to make this work. Darkest Nugget, we are still alive. I don't know if anyone's alive in the chat right now. They're probably just working on their own things, which is fine. But I don't know. It might be internet connection. I don't know. I hope you're okay though. I'm working on a V2 something I built a little while back. Awesome. How you change your avatar? I just noticed that. Cool. Sounds fun. I don't know. Technically, this works. This could technically work, but it makes it chubby in the back. Makes a chubby front loader. I don't know. Maybe I do need the giant pieces. These ones. Actually, I don't think this is the smartest idea. But let's try it. That's awesome. What do you guys think? Big wheel devastator or big wheel scrapper? What do you think? Thoughts? It's kind of chibi, but check that out. Is not the worst. I mean, honestly, I kind of like it. Scarface, yeah. I kind of like it, honestly. I don't think this will work for the shoulders because there's a massive wheel, but or tire, I guess. But that looks pretty cool. I like that. In terms of how dense this guy is, I think he's probably the most dense Constructicon I've built so far. Which, I mean, could be an argument for adding more or decreasing the parts count for Devastator, but in terms of like parts forming, but I think some sacrifices must be made. I do like this though, but he can't transform because I'll take out his legs. This is already harder because the wheels are massive. Yeah. I don't, unless, maybe this. Oh. I don't know. That definitely won't work if it's on the center of this. But with this one it's fine. Actually, no, then the elbows can't turn. And we don't want that either. Let's see. Right, because if you have these pieces and you have them on the side, then you can rotate them enough so that the bicep can rotate. Oh. And then however you want to have that orientated. I also added that annoying clip piece right here that keeps snapping on everyone. I added that one here because these are the heels of Devastator and they support a fair bit of weight. That's the reasoning for doing the smaller wheels, I guess. But I do like how the larger wheels look in vehicle mode. Dang. This is puzzling. I don't know. And maybe this will fill out the back section. Yeah, that's fine. That looks all right. Anyways, I think that's an all right place to end it. We've been going for 127 minutes, which is awesome. You guys are awesome. Also, thanks for 1,500 subscribers. I was not expecting that to happen so quickly, but you guys pulled through, and I'm happy you did. So, with that, thanks for stopping by. Try to turn the waist around. So I guess this is on dual ball joints, right? I could sort of rotate that. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Alright, well, anyways, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.